Wait. Got me shit streaming. God damn, boy. Early as hell. Am I streaming? Hold up, gang. If this shit is... I think it started, right? This shit started. I bet. Welcome back, everybody, to Rolling Media TV live stream, man. Today I got something a little different for y'all, and it's not really... Well, I'll get to the hip-hop topics later on, but right now we're going to start reacting. I seen this video, basically. This video, it's about like people backdoing their own partners and shit, in Atlanta specifically. I am like a Atlanta-based type YouTube channel, you know what I mean? Like, I'm from Atlanta, so it's like I like covering my city, you know, and... I just came across the video and I was watching a little bit of it. I ain't finished it, cause I was like, damn, man, I want to watch it with you guys. I want to like record. I want to like, you feel me, live stream and shit. And I want to see it with you guys and shit. Cause what if I might see some shit that like, I might see some shit that I might know. You feel? I might see some people, cause like growing up in Atlanta, like, well, growing up anywhere, it goes for anybody. Like, if you from any city and shit, like, you gonna know people that got killed. So you gonna know people that killed people. And got killed, you know, shit like that, you feel me? So it's like, I'm saying this to tell you, like, I know a couple murders that have happened, like, in this city specifically, you feel me? Like, I'm from East Point, like, you feel, I know, man, I'm finna go ahead and look up, this is my city, this is where I'm from, basically, and I'm finna show you one that I, like, a couple people that it was two people right here. These two people, DeMarcus and Javiante. I went to school with these two guys, and you feel me? Like, I was cool. I was really cool with Javiante. DeMarcus, I was cool with him too. But you feel me? DeMarcus more so he was on the bullshit, and Javiante was a cool dude, and they just so happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You feel me? Like, you just messed with the wrong person, bro. Like, we was in high school when this shit happened, bro. That shit's crazy, and the school was literally right down the street, like from the. They died at a train station at East Point at a MARTA station, and you feel me, like that shit fucked up, bro. Like, I remember when this shit happened, like, I was like, damn, this shit's crazy, like it was a good ass day outside, bro. You feel me? It's like you would never thought like some shit like that would have occurred and shit, but you feel me, like, damn, this shit some bullshit. Damn. Wait, I didn't even see this shit. I know they had them on the news and shit, but damn, that's gun violence. And it's crazy about his whole situation is crazy because he had a brother. He had a little bit. He had a brother. Like, I don't know if he was younger than him or older. I think he was younger than him, but his brother ended up dying too. Like, his blood brother ended up dying as well. Like around 2022, I think he died in 2022. His brother, he died in 2020. That's crazy. And I remember I had posted on Snapchat when he had passed away. Like, I remember I was like, damn, I had put like, this shit's crazy. But you see, February 25th, I'm about to show you so you guys don't think I'm fucking lying and shit. I'm on Snapchat actually posted. Oh damn, well, I didn't post him specifically. I didn't post them. What fucked me up was Javiante and shit. Javiante's death, bro. I was like, damn, like that's crazy. Right here. All right, so hold on, let me see if you guys see this shit. All right, you see, I had posted this. Oh, hold on, y'all gonna see some crazy shit. You see that? Damn, I was like, damn. You feel me? Good. It looked like a good ass day, beautiful day and shit. You see that date? Hold on, I was trying to see you guys see that date. I don't know if I could. How do I make this shit focus? You see that? I was near there too when it happened. Like, you guys could kind of see it. I don't know, you guys can fucking see that shit, bro. I don't know, but you guys get the point. Gun violence is a real problem. It's a problem everywhere. It's not just in Atlanta, really, but in Atlanta, like, a lot of young people be dying, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I was in 8th grade, my god brother got killed and shit by his partners and shit. This shit was crazy. We was in fucking middle school. I remember this shit happened like right after prom, bro. Like, this is my god brother right here. He ended up dying and shit, and this is his supposed killer, but he ended up getting killed by his partners, bro. Like, he was in this house and shit, and it's crazy because I remember I had woke up. It was the day after prom. I think prom was like on a Saturday, and it was Sunday. He died on a Sunday, bro. Long Lake Island, bro, no cap. But it was a Sunday and shit, and I remember like I had woke up and I was on Instagram and I just seen people posting him, like posting this picture, like the prom picture. This was his prom picture. He took this the day before he died, and I remember like. I just remember, like, I looking on Instagram, people was posting him, like, Long Lake Island, Long Lake. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, what you mean? Like, this shit crazy. It was so surreal, because it was like, damn, like, what you, like, that don't make no sense. Like, we were hoping it wasn't real. That we were like, bro, this shit cap. Like, this shit got to be cap. And then, like, later on, like, it just turned out to be true. And what had happened was, I remember earlier that day, when the day he got killed, earlier, like, in the morning type shit, he was at this house. I guess it was his house. This was his house and shit. And I remember he had a gun. He posted himself with a gun. And I remember I seen it because I followed him and shit. We followed each other. And I remember I seen it on his page. I was like, damn. I was like, true. Like, we was 8th grade. I'm like, damn, okay. He posted some guns. And I'm like, shit. He think he cool and shit. I'm like, damn, he cool. He got a gun and shit. Later on that day is when they posted he died. I'm like, damn. I'm pretty sure he died with the same gun he had posted. And yeah, that's when it all started, though. It was like the first death that really like kind of struck me and opened my, and this never left my mind, bro. Like when this happened, like it still fucks me up to this day. I think of him damn near every day since this happened. Like I just don't know why. Like you feel me? It's just so crazy. And what is going on? You see what I'm talking about? Team Faces. Oh, that's that. Yeah, when the fuck this happened? This post I never seen this one. He was 15 when he died, bro. Like this shit's crazy. He didn't even get to high school, bro. Like we was just about to go to high school, bro. Shit's crazy. Nobody knows why, and nobody knows. Supposedly they say it was an accident, that he died on an accident and shit. But we still don't know why, bro. We still don't know the real. You know what I'm saying? We still don't know the real fucking like what really happened, bro. And that's just crazy. And supposedly he's finna get out. I don't know when, but supposedly, bro, I don't know. Was arrested after being questioned by detectives. Police said shot him outside his home. He shot him outside of his house, bro. Outside of his own home, bro. It's just crazy. But I didn't know they posted this. He was 18. Marcus was 18 when we called him YT. That was a nickname, YT and shit. We called and Javiante, we called Javiante JV. And you feel me? So this YT, bro. He died when he was 18. Yeah, shit was nickname. Yeah, YTC. Fucking. I'm really gonna miss you playing football, talking trash, forever, mighty 5. Yeah. He was big 5. Yeah, for real though, like. Damn, I'm getting off topic. I'm getting completely off topic, but we're here to watch this video and shit about the back doors of people. This is like Atlanta's back door fucking. It's just people backdooring each other and shit. Just watch this shit.
Imagine this. Your best friend for 10 years, your business partner, the guy who shows up when you call for help, is the same guy who kills you. In gangster life, these are supposed to be the people you trust with your life, but as the saying goes, there's no honor among thieves. What happens when loyalty doesn't matter anymore? When money, paranoia, gang politics, or...
And this, to the young people, if anybody young watching me, you gotta watch your partners, bro. Because your partners is the ones that's gonna be doing something to you more than like, you gotta watch... This is a saying, you gotta know this. It's, how does the saying go? It goes like, oh, I forgot, but it's like keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Remember that, cause your enemies is more loyal to you than your actual friends. Because one thing about your enemies and shit, they know what it is with you. They ain't gonna fake nothing with you. Like, they know what's going on. Your friend, that's gonna be the snake moving in the grass and shit. That's what's going, like, you feel me? That's not everybody's like this, but 9 out of 10, bro, everybody is every man for himself at the end of the day. No matter how much you love each other, unless y'all blood brothers and shit, even blood brothers like got it out for each other sometimes, bro. Like, I done heard about like brothers robbing others. Like, you feel me? It's so flawed out here.
Or just general self-preservation become more important than lifelong friendships? This is an experience that is all too familiar in Atlanta, a city with a crime rate almost double the national average. Atlanta is home to several gangs, feuding almost constantly over the decades, and it's only getting more violent even with a nationally consistent dropping crime rate. However, today's stories aren't about gangsters clipping rivals. It's about what happens when loyalty to money goes wrong and gangsters leave their own friends for dead, or even worse, pull the trigger themselves. This is some of Atlanta's worst trap stories. Christopher Dean was getting his life together. The 33-year-old father of two was planning one last drug deal before going clean. On October 17, 2016, his regular connect, Christopher Lockett, aka Tommy G, called him up for another marijuana transaction, 6 pounds. Same house they'd done business at before, the home of Xavier and Orlando Gibson on Sandy Creek Drive in Atlanta. Dean had no idea that Lockett had just discovered.
Imagine being able to build
Nah, that dude do not look like no trap star, and I ain't don't care. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you looking like this, bruh, in Atlanta, in the city, even me, bruh, like I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. You gonna expect somebody to try you. You gotta expect somebody to try you, bruh. Especially if you was a white boy. If you was a white man, like white boy, like Mexican boy, Mexican man, like bruh. Even if you black for real, but I don't care. In Atlanta, it's like majority black. So it's like, if you're not black, you're kind of looked at more as a target. You looked at more as a weaker type shit. So it's like, you gonna have to go hard. Like, you gonna have to have a name for yourself out here if you really want nobody to try you and shit. Like, they gotta know, like, okay, if I try him, something gonna happen. Like, they gotta, you feel me? But it's some people that don't really give a fuck and they'll still do something. You feel me? Still try it, even if they know you're gonna do something. But it's less of a chance if they know you're gonna retaliate. If they know, you feel me? This guy, like, if you see him, like, you feel me? And if you in the streets, you gonna be like, man, he looks sweet. And he trapping, he selling pounds. Like, you're like, man, like, the hell, you feel me? Oh, let's continue.
Back in March 2015, Dean had been arrested in California on drug charges. Those charges, suspiciously, got dismissed in August 2016. The reason? Dean had become a confidential informant and provided
And this is why too. And this is a big reason why, like, cause you heard he's a snitch, like he just looks like it. You could just give him you could just take him face value, like he just looks like it, and it's very stereotypical, but like, you feel me, like damn, it's the reason why it's stereotypical, like he's just part of the problem.
Investigators useful information about his marijuana suppliers. Dean's friend Brian Dye, a Gangster Disciples member, found out. Dye told Lockett, and Lockett, who'd been buying marijuana from Dean for months, decided to make an example out of his plug. When Dean arrived at the Gibson house around noon, he thought he was there to sell weed to Tommy G. Instead, he walked into a room full of Gangster Disciples members. Lockett, Xavier Gibson, Jasper Green, Quatez Clark, and Joshua Rooks. All friends, all people who decided he had to die. What happened next, according to prosecutors, represented the most horrific death in Fulton County's recent history. For over an hour, they beat Dean with 2x4s and a crowbar. They sodomized him with a handle from some long item. Then they shot him twice in the back of the head.
Damn, like, you gotta realize it's so fucked up and gruesome. Like, they beat him to death for it. They could have just shot him first and then, well, they could have just shot him first. But they beat him to death first with crowbars. They beat his brains out. They literally beat his brains out. And then they shot him after he was still alive, after getting beaten up. Like, that's some fucked up shit.
The entire time, Dean knew exactly why this was happening. He'd broken the cardinal rule by talking to police. After the murder, Lockett paid two men, Jasper Green and Lamar Almon, to clean up the brain matter and blood and burn Dean's body. But when they saw the gruesome condition of the corpse, they couldn't go through with it. Instead, they stuffed his body into the trunk of Lockett's Toyota Camry and left it at the H.E. Holmes subway station. Atlanta police found Dean's decomposing remains on November 19, 2016, more than a month after his murder, and all 7 suspects were arrested. Here's what's disturbing. The Gibson brothers continued living in the house with bloodstains everywhere for 30 days before police arrived. They were comfortable enough with what they'd done to just live there. In April 2019, 5 defendants were convicted: Christopher Lockett, Xavier Gibson, Quatez Clark, Joshua Rooks, and Jasper Green. All received life sentences. Lockett got life without parole. Clark got 2 consecutive life sentences plus 5 years. The others got straight life. The judge said it all came down to choices, but for the Gangster Disciples, there was no choice. Dean had cooperated with police. In their world, that meant death. Even if you were their friend, even if they'd done business with you for years, and even if you planned on leaving the life, you'd already done damage. 2 years later in Athens, Georgia, another Gangster Disciples member named Philman Deshaun Chambers, known as Dollar Phil, was hiding from police in Texas. He'd been arrested with a female gang leader named Andrea Page Browner in December 2018. She was taken into custody, but Chambers escaped. Paranoid and on the run, Chambers became convinced someone had snitched. He focused his suspicions on two men from Athens, Derek Ruff and Joshua Jackson. Both were gangster disciples associates who had absolutely nothing to do with law enforcement, but Chambers had already decided they were snitches. So he ordered Leslie Chapel Green, known as Grip, to kill them. Green was a member of the enforcement team, the gang's specialized unit that handled disciplinary murders. Text messages and phone calls revealed the plan. Green lured Ruff and Jackson from Athens.
So this dude was just paranoid about these two snitching. Like, he didn't even have no proof about them snitching because they really didn't. So they got killed for no reason.
To Lawrenceville, Georgia on December 19, 2018. He told them they were going to break into storage sheds and steal items to send to Chambers as aid and assistance while he hid from police in a gangster disciples safe house in Killeen, Texas. Ruff and Jackson showed up to help their guy. Instead, Green executed both of them and hid their bodies inside a storage unit. The bodies weren't discovered until March 2019, nearly 3 months later. By then, Ruff and Jackson had been reported missing. Their families had been searching, and the entire time, the two men had been dead in a storage locker because a paranoid gang leader on the run incorrectly decided they'd talked, killing them as they showed up to help him. In August 2023, a federal jury convicted Chambers and 4 other gang members of RICO conspiracy and murder. Chambers received 2 consecutive life sentences plus 10 years. During sentencing, prosecutors emphasized what this case represented. Quote, "This violent gang brutally executed one of their own and left the body on display as a warning that betrayal would not be tolerated. Except there was no betrayal. Ruff and Jackson were loyal. They were willing to help Chambers hide from police and had kept
Keep your enemies close? I mean, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Don't even keep your friends close at that.
their mouths shut, and he had them murdered anyway. There are other cases, however, between independent gangsters who got their own friends killed for the worst reasons. In Northwest Atlanta, Cornelius Edwards and Billy Favors had been best friends for 10 years. Both had criminal records. Edwards had 16 prior arrests for theft, burglary, and selling marijuana. Favors had 7 felony convictions, including possession of cocaine and marijuana with intent to distribute. They'd been through everything together. It was a December 13th, 2016 afternoon, however, that would destroy their lifelong friendship. Edwards had come up with a plan to make some quick money. He was a known marijuana dealer in the area, and he decided to set up a fake drug deal to rob 2 buyers at gunpoint. He called his best friend Favors to help. 2 men, Marvin Goodman and Delvin Phillips, showed up at a residence on Holly Street thinking they were buying marijuana from Edwards. Edwards directed them to apartment 10 to complete the deal. When Goodman and Phillips walked in, they found Billy Favors waiting with a gun pointed at them. Favors tried to rob them, but Phillips wasn't going down without a fight. A shootout erupted in the apartment. Bullets flew. Phillips got shot twice, once in the arm, once in the chest, but he survived. Billy Favors also got shot twice in the chest and arm and died at the scene. Edwards' best friend of 10 years bled out on the floor of that apartment because Edwards sent him in there to rob armed drug buyers. During the investigation, Goodman and Phillips identified Edwards in a photo lineup, but the real nail in the coffin came when police recorded a phone conversation between Edwards and one of Favors' relatives. On that call, Edwards admitted he concocted the plan. He set the whole thing up. He directed the victims to that apartment. He knew Favors would be waiting there with a gun, and when it all went wrong, his best friend died while Edwards wasn't even in the room. In May 2018, a Fulton County jury convicted Edwards of murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, criminal attempt to commit armed robbery, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a
Now, let me go ahead and say this for the young people that's watching this. Like, if you and your partner gonna go commit a crime together and he dies, you getting convicted, even if you didn't pull the trigger, even if you didn't have a gun, you gonna go down for that murder, for the murder of your friend. You just know that. Just know that's a real thing out here in any state. You go, like, it's a perfect example. If you and your friend go to a store and he steals something but you don't, you get in trouble too. Watch who you hang around. Like, that's a real thing. Like,
felony. Judge Paige Reese Whitaker sentenced him to life in prison plus 5 years. 10 years of friendship and an entire life gone because Edwards wanted to rob 2 guys for some weed money.
damn.
Gino Gerard Hall, Leon Van Summers Jr., and Miles Costin were a robbery crew. They worked together, hit licks together, made money together. On April 23, 2023, the 3 of them did what they did best: target a mobile home in Stone Mountain, Georgia. The plan was simple: break in, rob the homeowner, who they believed was a drug dealer with cash, and get out. They forced their way into the home. The homeowner saw them coming and reached for his gun. Hall or one of the crew members shot him twice, once in the shoulder, once in the left arm, but the homeowner managed to get his handgun and fire off one shot. That single bullet hit Leon Van Summers in the chest. Hall and Costin ran, leaving Summers to die on the floor. The homeowner called a friend to drive him to the hospital. Summers' family started searching for him that night. They called his phone and Hall answered. Summers' father got on the phone and he told them everything, including where the shooting happened, at a mobile home park off Annistown Road, the same place where Summers' body was found the next day when police responded to the homeowner's report of a home invasion. Hall's own words convicted him. Cell phone records placed him at the crime scene. Traffic camera footage showed Costin's car in Stone Mountain before the robbery and leaving afterward to head back to Barnesville. And Hall had called Summers' father from Summers' phone and admitted the whole thing. In May 2025, a Gwinnett County jury convicted Hall of felony murder, home invasion, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 5 years.
So he called his partner's dad off of his partner that just died's phone and told him his son just died. Imagine that. Your son's partner calls you off your son's phones and tell you that he just got killed. That's so crazy.
Leon Van Summers died because his own crew member led him into a robbery, shot at an armed homeowner, then ran and left him there to bleed out. They were partners, but when it went bad, Hall saved himself and let Summers die alone on a stranger's floor. Miles Costin still faces trial for his role, but the pattern is clear. When these gang crimes go wrong, loyalty disappears, and for gangsters, death is a part of everyday life.
That just will come with it. When you out here doing shit like that, bro, it just will come with it, and you gotta accept that. You gotta accept the worst. You gotta expect the worst and accept what happens, bro. Expect the worst and hope for the best. Now that's it for this video. And this video should be shown in schools, bro, because there's a whole bunch of lessons that could be learned. Like it could be it's so many lessons that can be learned from this shit, bro. Like for real. ATL has many fake emotional DL backstabbing gangsters, heavy on the down low booty prowlers, every city and state. I swear, one thing I don't like about out of towners, bro, they love to highlight all this shit about Atlanta. When their city be one of the main ones is like, you feel me? It's every city. Every city has fake emotional down low backstabbing gangsters. Every city. What you mean ATL has many? The fuck? LA do. New York do. Fucking come on now. I mean California, not just LA. Fuck it, like come on now, Texas, that shit everywhere, bro. You can't just why are you highlighting Atlanta? Like fucking hating ass people, bro. I swear. Bro's glasses are folding outward. What the fuck? Gamers are more acquaintances than friends. Yeah, this is a true statement. As someone that grew up in Georgia, I can tell you that Atlanta has gone completely to hell over the last 25 years, and I agree, and it's just getting much worse. It's getting much worse. Yeah, every time I go to the city, I always get bad vibes. Whereas not every city, but when cities have policies, the police are like Atlanta, Detroit, and such it's easy for them to do it. That will be in the game to get you prison to dead, yo. This guy got arrested 16 times for drug theft and burglary, and bro is still on the street. Yeah, that's crazy. You had to have done the whole 10-piece off of all that shit. Off of all that shit that you done did, you had to do a 10-piece in prison for that, bro. Had to. But let's see this video.
Let's say you've committed a crime and are now facing charges. There's a witness in the case, and you're sitting there thinking, if that person just wasn't around anymore, maybe this whole thing goes away. Maybe the case falls apart with them being gone. That's the logic the average criminal uses when they take a life during or after a crime. No face, no case. You could be facing 5 years in prison for a simple robbery, but if you took out the witness, you'd be facing 0 years. So long as no one ever catches you for it, because then you're facing life. Obviously, most times killing someone goes the other way. Sometimes you kill the witness and it doesn't help you at all, it just makes everything 10 times worse. And soon enough, you realize way too late that you just destroyed.
And I'm just saying it right quick too, and I'm not trying to like elicit anybody to do anything. I'm not trying to say that it's okay to commit crime. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to glorify it at all. But if you're gonna do a crime, do it by yourself. Always do it by yourself, bro. Because nobody can snitch on you. The only person that can snitch on you is yourself.
Your own life for absolutely nothing.
Oh, this is Detroit.
Well,
Detroit,
a carjacker from Detroit learned this lesson the hard way in the fall of 2018 when he tried to get his theft case dropped, only to destroy everything in the process. His business, his life, his friend's life, and even his relationship with his girl all gone over a poorly made decision that took less than a week to make.
That's crazy.
Starkeisha Thompson was 33 years old, living in Detroit with her teenage son. She worked, stayed out of trouble, and minded her business. But in September 2018, she became a victim of something she had
Detroit, Chicago, where the fuck Detroit is, but Chicago has some of the most fucking beautiful black girls ever, bro. I swear. I have not seen none but bad shit that come out of Chicago, bro.
Nothing to do with. It was September 7th at around 9 at night. Starkeisha and her boyfriend pulled into a BP gas station on North Harper Avenue in Harper Woods to get gas. They were in a nice 2018 Dodge Charger, but someone was eyeing their car. A guy walked up to the driver's side, pulled out a gun, and told them both to get out. Then he just got in the Charger and drove off with it. The guy's name was Kenneth Dixon. He was 26 years old from Warren, about 20 minutes north of Detroit. Harper Woods police spotted the stolen Charger later that night cruising around on Detroit's east side. When they tried to pull him over, Dixon bailed out and tried to run. They caught him after a short foot chase. He got arrested and hit with 15 felony charges, including carjacking, 2 counts of armed robbery, receiving stolen property, and resisting police. They gave this goofy the whole ass package. The judge wasn't playing around either. He denied bond completely and kept Dixon locked up in Wayne County Jail. Turns out Dixon already had a criminal history. He'd done time for armed robbery before and had only gotten out of prison earlier that same year, so he'd been free for maybe a few months before he was right back in a cell, this time facing way more serious charges.
Hey, you know he was taking ass. You know he was taking ass and giving ass, bro, because if you doing shit like that, I don't know, but I want to look something up. What is... Y'all could skip this part or whatever, bro, but we finna figure out how much time you can get for an armed robbery in Detroit. Well, it's Michigan. I thought it was Chicago. It's the same as Georgia. Cause Georgia, you get life in jail for armed robbery. If you point a water gun, right? You feel me? I'm looking all this up because like I love teaching people. I love learning this shit. I'm a learning channel too. So in Georgia, if you point a water gun at somebody and you tell them give me your shit, a water gun, it could be a fake gun, and they give you their shit, boom, 20 years down the road. 20 years down the road. But in Michigan, including Detroit, armed robbery is a severe felony that carries a maximum sentence of life in prison or in terms of years. It is considered a capital offense. Yeah, it's about the same. Because
now here's the thing. A lot of people have mixed opinions regarding going to court in cases like a carjacking. You file the police report, sure, you of course tell the cops what happened, but actually going to court, sitting in front of the defendant and testifying against them in person is a whole different level of involvement. A lot of people would just say, nah, I'm good, and try to stay as far away from the whole situation as possible. But Starkeisha wasn't like that. She decided she was going to do the right thing and show up to testify. On October 3rd, 2018, Starkeisha showed up to Dixon's preliminary examination at the courthouse and told the court exactly what happened that night. She identified Dixon as the guy who carjacked them. She walked the prosecutor through the whole incident step by step, pulling into the gas station, the gun being pulled, being forced out of her car, and watching him drive away in it. But while all this was going on, Dixon wasn't just sitting there listening to testimony. He was paying attention to everything in those court documents. And somehow during this whole court process, he managed to get access to Starkeisha's home address. It was right there in the paperwork. Victim information is supposed to be redacted and protected, so defendants can't find out where witnesses live. But Dixon got it anyway due to a failure of the court. Regardless of however the info got in there, now he knew exactly where she lived. 6 days later, October 9th, 2018, early in the morning, Starkeisha went through her normal routine. It was a Wednesday at around 8:05 in the morning. She dropped her son off at school like she always did, then went home and pulled into her driveway at her home on Collingham Drive, just off Cordell Street on Detroit's east side. She got out of the car, probably thinking about her day, and maybe what she needed to get done at work. But what she probably wasn't thinking about was the stranger stalking her every move nearby. Corey Holmes was a 39-year-old ex-con who'd met Dixon when they were both locked up in prison years earlier. Holmes had been out for a while, but he and Dixon stayed connected. And when Dixon needed someone willing to kill for him, Holmes was apparently that person. He'd been sitting there waiting for Starkeisha to come home. The moment...
Hold on. So you meet somebody in prison and you decide to go and kill the person that snitched on him? Somebody you met in prison. is that not kind of gay? Like, is that not kind of? I understand he was a childhood friend if he was your brother, your cousin, but you met him down the road and you decided to go kill the person that testified against him, and you got out. You just got out of prison, and you decided to go kill the person that testified on your bunkmate. Yo, ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all was just bunkmates. Ain't no way.
When she stepped out of her car, he walked right up to her in her own driveway.
Hey, bro, can you
Cause ain't no way, bro. Like, what did you do? You just got out, bro. You ain't never gonna see that dude again, and you gonna kill for him? Nah, hell nah.
And started shooting. Corey shot her an alarming 12 times, hitting her in the head and body. Witnesses later said they heard the gunfire echoing through the neighborhood that morning. Starkeisha didn't have a chance to run or defend herself. She died right there on the pavement, just a few steps from her front door. Her neighbors called 911, but by the time police and paramedics arrived, she was gone. Starkeisha's father, Curtis, was absolutely destroyed. He showed up to the crime scene that morning and told reporters that the police had pressured his daughter to testify against Dixon. Quote, "She didn't want to testify because these guys were violent," he said. "They carjacked her with a gun." He felt like the system had put his daughter in danger and then failed to protect her. The whole thing was so overwhelming. Standing there on the other side of the police tape, watching investigators examine the spot where his daughter had just been murdered, that he literally collapsed. His heart couldn't take it. Detroit Police Chaplain Cedric Wyckoff had to rush over and resuscitate him right there at the scene. Later, Detroit Police Chief James Craig held a press conference and revealed something important. Before Starkeisha even testified, Dixon and his people had tried to pay her off. They'd reached out and offered her money to stay quiet and not show up to court. She refused multiple times. She wasn't doing it for money or recognition or anything like that. She just thought it was the right thing to do to put the man who robbed her behind bars and prevent him from robbing others. She had no idea that decision would get her killed. Dixon, however,
damn, so they offer her money before they spun on her.
wasn't alone in this. His girlfriend, 23-year-old Yolanda Streeter, had been helping him plan the whole thing. She was on the outside while Dixon was locked up, so she could move around freely and help coordinate everything. And once Starkeisha was dead, all three of them, Dixon, Streeter, and Holmes, probably thought they'd pulled it off clean. They were dead wrong.
Happy about it too.
The police knew exactly where to look. Dixon had the most obvious motive in the world. Starkeisha had just testified against him 6 days ago, and now she was dead. It didn't take a genius to connect those dots. So detectives immediately started pulling Dixon's jail calls from Wayne County Jail to see what he'd been talking about. And this is where people always mess up. Every single call you make from jail is recorded. There's an actual warning that plays before every call telling you that. But Dixon, being a goofy, still talked like nobody was listening. Dixon, Streeter, and Holmes had been on the phone discussing everything. They talked about Starkeisha by name, discussed how to make sure she couldn't testify, and planned out what needed to happen and who was going to do it. Dixon coordinated everything from his jail cell, Streeter helped set things up on the outside, and Holmes was the one willing to actually pull the trigger. These goofies basically handed the prosecutors their entire case on a silver fucking platter. On October 17, 2018, just 8 days after the murder, Detroit police arrested Streeter and Holmes. 2 days later, on October 19th, the Wayne County prosecutor charged all three of them, Dixon, Streeter, and Holmes, with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, witness intimidation, and retaliating against a witness. Holmes got hit with extra charges for being a felon with a gun. In December 2018, Streeter did something straight out of a Tubi series. She was looking at life in prison, so she took a deal. She pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and agreed to testify against Dixon and Holmes as a witness, doing the very thing that had gotten them in this ridiculous mess in the first place. In exchange, she'd get 11 to 25 years instead of life. She got sentenced in 2019 and shipped off to prison. Dixon's trial finally happened in October 2022, 4 years after the murder. The delay was partly because of COVID shutting down courts, but also partly because of how complicated the case was. His carjacking case and the murder case got combined into one massive trial, so the jury was hearing about everything at once. The prosecutors played the jail recordings in court. You could hear Dixon's voice on tape discussing the murder, and of course, the jury heard the testimony against him, the evidence regarding the carjacking case that had started the whole thing, and his very, very, very obvious motives. The jury convicted him on everything: first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, witness intimidation, and witness retaliation.
Now, what I want to, like, what's so fucking stupid, bro, is like, bro, you decided to kill her after she snitched on you, bro. Like, right after. Like, you, and on top of that, you was on a jail call. You was on a jail call saying her name and shit, bro. Like, that's straight goofy work.
November 10th, 2022, the judge sentenced him to life without parole on the murder charges, meaning he'd never be eligible for parole, ever. Then the judge added 13 to 22.5 years for the witness intimidation charge and 10 to 15 years for the witness retaliation charge.
He ain't never getting out. Like I said, he either gonna be giving ass or taking ass, or both.
And got another 29 to 50 years for that. It didn't matter though. Life without parole means life without parole. Dixon was never getting out. He'd die in prison. And all of this over a stupid Dodge Charger. Holmes went to trial a year later in June 2023. He was the actual trigger man, the guy who physically walked up to Starkeisha in her driveway that morning and pulled the trigger 12 times while she was just trying to get into her house after dropping her son at school. The jury heard all the same evidence, and the Wayne County jury convicted him of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and witness retaliation. On July 14th, 2023, the judge sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. No chance of ever getting out. Then the judge added another 6 to 10 years on top of that for the witness retaliation charge, and this one was consecutive, not concurrent. Meaning even after the life without parole sentence, he'd technically still owe those extra years. It's redundant, obviously, but it sent him.
Yeah, them boys ain't going. Hey, he's spinning for somebody. He spun for somebody he met in prison. You know they wanted to go to prison together so they can. And they talking about Atlanta being gay. And they love talking about Atlanta being fake gangster down the low. Bitch, you got a 39-year-old spinning for a fucking 26-year-old, bruh, that he met in prison. And you telling me that's not gay? I'm not saying the whole on Detroit gang. I'm just saying it's not just Atlanta. The fuck? That shit's crazy. But let's watch something else. Well, I want to keep watching some shit. He making some really good. Let me subscribe to him because he got some good ass fire videos and shit. Let's watch the first one. Which one should we watch, gang? Which one should we watch? Shit, I kind of want to watch this one, but this shit is long as hell. Fuck it, let's watch it. Fuck it, let's watch it. Oh, I wish I could tell me which I want to watch.
It doesn't look like anyone's been here. What's that smell?
This officer is unknowingly reacting to the decomposition odor coming from Craig Thetford's hidden body. Police have been searching for him for months with no success. And even now, with the foul odor in the air, they still have no idea he's buried only feet away.
Is that dirt or is that blood?
This is the only way I've been able to have any communication with him. And I don't even know if it's him.
I wouldn't even know where to start looking.
There's some weird going on.
Whoever killed Craig covered their tracks meticulously, using chemicals to mask the odor, disabling security cameras, and hiding in plain sight. And while detectives spend months trying to figure out where Craig went, the suspected killer quietly continues spending Craig's money, allegedly buying houses, cars, and...
Now, if you finna goddamn... Damn, this is a new Mustang too, so it was kind of recent. And if you finna commit a murder, like, and you got millions of dollars, why the fuck is you still in the United States? Why the fuck
crafting a plan to ensure they are
and
never...
You can't get away with murder in the United States. It's damn near impossible nowadays.
...found.
Holy smokes.
Well, I want to say something else, but I don't want to implicate her.
You need to say it.
You might start looking in the Caribbean.
Police department! Sheriff's office, National Soul!
It's a late May evening in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Tucked among wooded acreage and mountain terrain sits a 2,000-square-foot property owned by 60-year-old Craig Thetford. He lives inside this large 3-story house with his wife, Dina. The Thetfords enjoy a comfortable lifestyle thanks to Craig's roofing business. They own multiple residential properties and frequently take luxury vacations. But a few months ago, something dark took place inside the Thetford household, and it went unnoticed for weeks, until May 2025, when the Otero County Sheriff's Office receives a disturbing call.
Communications on a recorded line. How can I help you?
Who would I talk to have a wellness check done on an individual?
That would be me. What's going on?
His name is Craig Thetford. Everybody here in Texas has been trying to get a hold of Craig for nearly 2 months.
Okay.
We can't get a hold of his wife.
Hey, one thing about it, you can't kill nobody that got a whole bunch of people that be looking for him, that's gonna look for him, bro. Like, Cause they're gonna eventually contact the police, and the police is gonna eventually find out. So it's like, what? There's no reason for you to kill somebody that. Well, it probably may be a reason for you to kill somebody that a lot of people know about, but just know, like, you're gonna have to hide them tracks.
Is Larry Scott requesting a welfare check on his friend, but something about this call is different. As Larry explains, nobody has seen Craig or his wife for months, a detail that's highly unusual since most missing person reports come within days. Following this, officers are dispatched to the address to conduct a welfare check on the Thetford couple. Once they pull up to the long driveway and step out into the mountain air, they can sense something is off about this place.
Alright, you know what? Cause I wanna see, damn, the Atlanta child murders. Ooh, should we watch that one? I just realized the title of the video is supposed to be for Atlanta. Fuck, we'll watch this one.
This is a culmination of all the worst murders that I put together that happened in Atlanta, Georgia. Which a lot of these situations you can learn from, so make sure you stay for the whole video. Atlanta has seen about a total of 69 murders in 2024, which last year of 2023, they had a total of 135 murders. But on this first one, it would show a couple get caught on camera while committing a murder. It was June 22nd, 2021. This would happen in the 400 block of Central Park Place, Northeast. 31-year-old Malik Campbell would be killed, and 35-year-old DeAndre Peterfield would be wounded. But as you can see, this couple will go into an apartment in this area, and then come running out moments later.
It's over with. As soon as this happened, it's over with. They got DNA shot of y'all,
but then
and that girl gonna snitch on you.
He forgot the weed and run back, but the door was locked.
Oh, he's smart. He not that smart.
And what I could find, nobody was ever arrested for this murder. This next one will happen on November 22nd, 2021. A double murder suspect would get caught on camera. Daniel Earn and Kristen McDevitt bled.
I want to let some be known, and this is a fact. And like I said, it's a learning channel. Like, you feel me? I like to teach people a couple things that I know. The Atlanta, specifically, I don't know about anywhere else, but Atlanta, it might be everywhere too. They will not investigate a murder. It depends on the person that has been killed that they will investigate the murder. If the person that got killed, that was murdered, was like somebody that has a criminal past, like that has, like, you feel me, like that was basically a problem to the society, the police is not gonna investigate it. If it was somebody that's been locked up for robbing, killing, stealing, anything, bro, like the police isn't gonna investigate it. And I'm not trying to be judgmental or nothing, but you feel me, like they try to rob him for some game. He probably a plug, and you feel me. And when the police found out about that, like they probably just didn't give a fuck about investigating his murder, which is fucked up. And you feel me? That's why I guess they said they got this man whole face on camera, bro. And they probably did find this dude, but you feel me? I know like some people that done got killed and then, you feel me, did the opposite, and they ain't never been caught because of the person that you feel me,
in their apartment just before 9 p.m. This was him before he would go in their apartment and kill both of them and rob them.
He had a phone with him too.
He would stay in their apartment for about an hour and a half and come out with looks like a safe.
He had a whole hell nah. They look like one of them condos in the about 4 foot. Old 4 foot. Well, I know you're gonna be tired of hell. Shit like heavy as a bitch. Oh yeah, I seen the video. Oh, I know that bitch heavy.
He stabbed the couple to death at 180 Jackson Street, Northeast. 21-year-old Chevron Hilton was arrested for the murder of both of them, October 16th, 2020. This footage would be a little different because it would be a drone footage showing a murder suspect being arrested. As you can see right here, the drone will go in the door after the police broke their way in.
I think he started throwing shit at a drone, if I'm not mistaken.
Scary made this call.
I think he peeks. From the door. Yo, he peeked. That shit looks scary as fuck. Damn, what did they start having drunk?
30-year-old Antonio Demetrius was the one arrested for the murder of actor Thomas Byrd. This guy appeared in a lot of Spike Lee films.
Yeah, fucked up. Yeah, fucked up.
Of Mr. Thomas Byrd. On Saturday, October 3rd, at around 1:45 in the morning, our Zone 4 officers responded to a call of a person down at 2257 Belvedere Avenue. When they arrived on scene, they located Mr. Byrd lying in the yard of that residence, and he was deceased from multiple gunshot wounds to the back.
But on September 16th, 2017, at around 7:30 p.m., officers responded to 507 Joseph East Laurie Boulevard, which is in Southwest Atlanta.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna be honest, like, if you looking like this, bro, you should not be anywhere. If you're looking like that,
to 507,
you should not be anywhere this area. I'm gonna be honest with you.
At around 7:30 p.m., officers responded to 507.
If you're looking like that, you shouldn't be anywhere around this, like this area and this area. If you're looking like
Joseph East Laurie Boulevard, which is in Southwest Atlanta.
Because I'm telling you, looking like this, bro, somebody's gonna try you, bro. You better be clutching at all times if you looking like this, bro. So you gotta let folks know I'm popping my shit. Cause I'm telling you, boy, you look sweet.
Martin Heisler was the one who appeared shot and killed. As you can see, this group of 4 men would get caught on camera. Martin would then pull up to the Exxon gas station on that block. Then these men would be seen right here, walking up on them.
You see them walking up on you like that? You see them from a distance, you see them walking towards you, you supposed to up and be like, back the fuck up, back the fuck up. As soon as you see somebody reach, that's when you supposed to bust. And that's just how it is out here. That's just how it is, man. Look, there was a distance from his ass too. Damn, he was right here. This is his car. You see, they walked up from that corner right here. That's why you need situational awareness. Like, that shit's important, bro. Like, you can't. First of all, you park like that. You park facing that way. You ain't even park. You supposed to back up in that bitch, and that's how you was able to see them. You feel me? If you would have backed up.
He would shoot him multiple times right here and take his vehicle and ride off.
They killed him for the Infinity truck. Oh look, look at OG. OG like, oh he clutching. OG clutching. And look at his pop. Look at that last one. He wasn't even involved. He just ran after they done. Look at them. They let the crash dummy do it first, so they let the crash dummy do it first. Damn. Look, he finna go help him. He just lucky. He probably not even gonna help him. OG just posted at the gas station just chilling.
17-year-old Datavian Veal was arrested for the murder. January 24th, 2017, a 23-year-old man would be shot and killed in downtown Atlanta. I couldn't find his identity, but this happened around 6:30 p.m. inside the Quick Mart along Broad Street. In the video, you can see the suspect wearing a yellow and white sweatsuit, clutching. He would walk into the Quick Mart and have words with the man inside.
That Dawn truck.
He would then walk back out and seem a little irritated. Seconds later, he would walk back in the store with the gun out and shoot the 23-year-old man multiple times.
Damn. You see, bro, when somebody clutching like that, you see how he was clutching beforehand, right? When somebody doing all this, bro, like doing all this, nah, bro. As soon as you walk out that store, you gotta be busting. You gotta, as soon as they walk out, as soon as you walk out, cause, bro, you don't know what. Shit, me, boy, don't fake clutch either, bro, cause that shit gonna get you, man. I'm trying to give advice, man. I ain't shit, bro. Like
no one was ever arrested for this murder, but on October 31st, 2016, at around 11:55 a.m., you would see this guy standing outside in front of these apartment complexes in the 500 block of Joseph East Laurie Boulevard. He would then break in the front door. After breaking in, he would get caught on a Ring camera on the top floor.
Scared.
He would then break into 27-year-old Alex Newton's apartment.
What am I telling you, bro? I'm telling you, like, bro, if you look like this, bro, using the wrong Bankhead. I mean, using the wrong place. You supposed to be in Buckhead, not Bankhead. You feel me? Like, I'm just keeping it real, bro, because we just seeing examples back to back, bro. Like, bro, he like a good dude, like, you feel me, cool, not on no bullshit. You can't, if you not on no bullshit, don't stay around the bullshit. Cause what the hell is you doing it? Look where he was staying at. What the hell is you doing in Bankhead, bro? Even I know not to stay in Bankhead. Man, I ain't even gonna say where I stay. Look, he stayed in Bankhead, but you right in the hood. You right in the, this whole area, I'm telling you, bro, you look like that, bro. I'm gonna let y'all see it one more time, then I'm gonna let the video play. This whole area right here. This whole area, bro, if you look like that, my boy, if you look like that, bro, don't go to them areas, bro. Unless you ready for some bullshit to happen, I'm telling you.
Alex Newton's apartment and kill him. He would be seen right here leaving on the camera after killing him. In this next one that happened on July 23rd, 2016, at around 5 a.m., you would see a crowd of people in the 2500 block of Piedmont Avenue when gunshots will ring out and 25-year-old Taylor Hayden would be caught in gunfire. The shooting was a result of an armed robbery that took the life of this young woman. This next murder will happen on August 20th, 2016. These guys will commit a double murder at a recording studio, and it would actually be close to rapper Bankroll Fresh, who died only a month before this. As you can see in the video, these guys will walk up to the door and walk in. They would have some people stand outside and scope out the scene.
No mask too. You ain't got no mask when you doing this shit, man. Bro, they got no mask when they doing this shit. Yeah, wow. I think this is...
And right here is where they would shoot both of them, killing 28-year-old Jerome Blake and 27-year-old Nathan Hannon.
I think that was...
Cassie Battle was the one arrested for this murder, and prosecutors say that it was over a chain. May 22nd, 2023, video would show a guy holding an AK-47 as a dispute goes on. Shots would then ring out, killing 18-year-old Dominic McKibbins in the 2500 block of Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway.
That was at a studio, I think. I remember that.
In this next one, a security guard would be killed, and after he was killed, people around
robbed him.
It happened on April 18th, 2022.
After he killed him,
where this guy would walk up behind him and shoot him in the back of the head without him even knowing. He would kill a 51-year-old security guard named Anthony Frazier, and after the guy killed him, the people around didn't do anything but rob him.
Yeah, that didn't happen on Cleveland. Bleeding, I mean. Well, let me not say bleeding, because I ain't fine. Look, and he just it's not funny, it's fucked up. I'm sorry for laughing, but just the way he turned and looked at him. He like, ooh, free lick. Needed for questioning. Look at that, and they all just running in his pockets. I remember when this shit happened. That was a homeless dude. That's the homeless dude we just seen right there. Look, he like, I want son too. They're not trying to take his car though.
This next one will show a crazy shootout with a guy using an AK-47 because on July 5th, 2015, police were called to the 850 block of Marietta Street where they found a deceased man with several gunshot wounds, and a second man was transported to Grady Hospital with several gunshot wounds to the head. The two men would die, but only 4 days later on July 9th, 2015, Marquise Holloman arrived at the homicide office to turn himself in to detectives. He was the one in the video responsible for shooting an AK-47. He would be arrested.
Bro, I just want to say something. If you gonna kill somebody, why the fuck did you turn yourself in, bro? Like, why you trying to go down the road?
Charged for the murders.
Life. Hell no, that shit, I don't get it. I mean, I guess turn yourself in, make your case better, but like, still, like, it's a murder. What the hell are you doing?
That was 1 minute and 58 seconds. A person is murdered in Georgia.
Not just me.
Every 2 hours and 2 minutes and 48 seconds, a robbery occurs. And every 23 minutes and 41 seconds, a burglary happens. Georgia's a dangerous place in many different areas and sees thousands of different violent crimes every year. And a lot of murders and shootings happen on camera. And we'll be going over the most craziest ones today. In the year 2023, Georgia seen a total of 728 murders, with the county Atlanta Springs seeing the most with 412 murders, with Atlanta having the biggest population and the most, total of 728.
Dang, 728 fucking rapes, bro?
With the county Atlanta Springs seeing the most with 412 murders, with Atlanta having the biggest population in Georgia with almost 5 million people, 4.9 million. This first one will happen on September 15th, 2022. As you can see in the video, 2 suspects with extended clips on their handguns will run up and let off multiple shots. This would happen around 10:45 a.m. in the 2900 block of Jonesboro Road Southeast, which was at a Chevron gas station. They would shoot 2 people, killing one of them, which I didn't have any details on the people that they shot, but this murder would happen in less than 20 seconds, and they would let off multiple rounds. And make sure you subscribe to my members only, where I post exclusive videos.
Noon, 11 Alive received this security camera video which shows a deadly shooting outside of a Southeast Atlanta gas station.
Atlanta police tell us the shooting happened outside this gas station here on Jonesboro Road about 10:45 this morning. 2 people were shot here in what they believe is a targeted shooting. They found one of those victims, though, about a quarter mile away in front of some townhomes.
This next one will happen on August 28th, 2022, and it would show 2 men with a handgun and an AK-47 take out a father, but there was no other details on this situation.
In broad daylight and know they can get away with it. Who's next?
For that reason, his uncle asked that we protect his identity because they know what these guys are capable of. Police believe the 25-year-old was targeted.
One of the things he said, everything he was doing now was for his kids, which he loves, obviously a lot. And he was, trying to be the best father he could be.
This next situation would be crazy because it would show a suspect clear on camera right before committing a murder. It was April 3rd, 2015. At around 8:43, you would see 25-year-old Jabri Mathis sitting right here. He would then walk out of the store and walk up to 50-year-old Gary Mincy's car.
Damn, boy. I'm telling you, man, if you gonna be around them areas looking like that, like just being light-skinned like me, I'm telling you, boy, you gotta goddamn. You're gonna have to hit one of these. You're gonna hit one of these on their head. Hit one of these, walking like this. You talking about what's happening? What's happening? Hey, you talking about? Nah, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. I'm trying to give advice to people that look like this, for real. I'm from the city, so I'm telling you from experience, bro. I ain't bullshitting.
The 2 were allegedly discussing a potential drug deal. And this interaction was captured on camera.
See all that back door open, all that back seat opening while your man still outside? Nah, we ain't doing that one, man. Oh no, that wasn't. The white boy right there. Shit.
Jabri eventually opened the driver's side door and pulled out a 9mm handgun. Gary then tried to put his car in reverse, but then Jabri would shoot him multiple times, striking him in the chest and the neck. He would be pronounced dead at the scene. In the 11,000 block of Joseph East Bourne, 25-year-old Jabri Mathis would be arrested and charged for this murder. This next one would happen at 9:30 a.m. on October 23rd, 2015. As you can see right here, this guy would be walking down the street in 510 Murray Street. He would then pull out a handgun and begin shooting, but I couldn't find who was hitting this situation. This next one, a 31-year-old male would lose his life. It was August 4th, 2016. In Atlanta, Georgia, you would see 3 black males shown in this video. They would walk up on and shoot 31-year-old Kenneth Hurst on Hendricks Drive in Southeast Atlanta. This next one will be kind of different because it will show a 32-year-old murder suspect escaped from the hospital. He was arrested for murder and his name is Carwin Redding. He was arrested a short time after escaping on September 27th, 2024. But on September of 2020, a triple shooting would happen. The motive behind it was because Crystal Williams decided to break up with her boyfriend. It happened in Dunwoody, Georgia, and Justin Dion Turner, 23 years of age, was the one that fired multiple shots, killing 22-year-old Williams and her mother, 46 years of age, which her mother was Danielle Sims.
A mother and daughter shot and killed by an ex-boyfriend.
Well, tonight the alleged shooter is behind bars after police say he violently ambushed the family.
You gotta watch who you sleep with. You gotta watch, cause you really don't know nobody until you really know them.
The family was driving. Police say they were cut off by another car, and that's when shots were fired.
In this next one, nobody would get hurt, but it would show this guy letting off multiple shots at a gas station. And it looks like he got into an altercation with this guy in his black car. In this next one, it would involve 2 people shooting each other. In the video right here, this guy in the red shorts and black shirt would walk in the store. He would then press the one guy sitting near the counter, and the one guy at the counter would pull out an extended handgun and fire multiple shots at him. The guy in the red shorts had a gun too, but didn't pull his out in time. He would then run out the store and run back in the store to assault the guy and then run back out. But then he forgot his phone and ran back in the store. This is when the guy in the ski mask would get shot. They would both be left in critical condition, but I couldn't find any other information on their condition.
I just happened to pull up here to get some hot wings maybe 2 hours ago, and there was a guy laying on the ground. I just walked in to see if the wings or whatever, and the guy told me to get out the store, and next thing I know, police just swarmed the place.
Mario Marshall lives nearby. If he was there minutes earlier, he could have been caught in the crossfire.
I don't know. We gotta do better. That's all I can say.
This next one would involve a guy with an AK-47 pistol and would have a total of 3.7 million views on YouTube. It would happen on August 23rd, 2016. This guy with the dreads would be parked at a gas pump and would get pressed by the guy behind him. As the guy held his pants with a gun, the driver would pull out an AK-47 out the driver's seat of his car. They would then begin shooting at each other, but nobody was hurt in this situation. It happened around 8:30 p.m. at a Texaco gas station on Lee Street in Atlanta's Oakland City neighborhood.
The video is from this camera pointed this direction where the car was parked here at this gas pump, but there are other angles, other cameras. Look up on this pole. It shows the suspect, we're told, running away from the scene, but the owner here wouldn't share any more video with us because this is still an active investigation.
This next one will be a robbery that happened on camera, with the suspects climbing through the ceiling to steal over $150,000. It happened on August 3rd, 2024, in the 2400 block of Martin Luther King Drive in Atlanta, and they stole over $150,000 worth of cash.
They never got caught. I don't think they got caught. Man, that man swinging. He like, come on, mama, I don't want to hurt you, man. Just give me the money. Had to, damn. Sweetly, they made it through the roof, bro. And look at all that money. Oh, I knew they was, man. I knew they was shaking when they seen that money, bro. They rich. They ain't gonna be, they hood rich, not rich. But they went out through the back though. What is you doing, guy? Oh! She might have.
That'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike.
Whoa, that was intense. That was intense. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy. Like that last video was crazy. They came in through the roof. I think they did it at a strip club. I think. Let me look some up before I had put another video. I think it was a strip club or a club. That strip club. These still. Yeah, Onyx. Mass break store cost me $250 in cash for General Club by breaking through the roof. I remember this shit. Oh, what the hell? They went in through the roof. Now this ain't a murder. I know you guys probably want to see murders and shit, but this is just crazy. Like these people just, man, fuck the video. This shit. That's what? They caught him? Nah, hell no, that's not them. This shit says 2012. This shit, they never caught these people. The one that had stole the money from the fucking club. They never caught those people. Damn, that was a crazy ass video, bro. Alright, let's watch this one. They got children.
July 28th, 1979. It's a hot summer day in Atlanta, Georgia, and a woman is collecting cans off an empty and abandoned lot off the side of Niskey Lake Road when she comes across the unmistakable smell of decomposition. The road is lined on each side by trees, and as the woman comes closer to the source of the smell, what she sees would soon begin over a year of terror for the children and families of Atlanta. There in the woods was the body of a young boy. After calling the police, authorities eventually identify the boy as Edward Hope Smith. His friends called him Teddy. Edward, 14 at the time, had been reported missing for a week before his body was found in the woods. The cause of death is determined to be a gunshot wound to the back, fired from a .22 caliber pistol, although the bullet was never recovered. As police reached the scene and began canvassing the area, they would soon realize that this was not the only body they'd find that day. Not far away, within 150 yards from Edward's body, was the body of another child, in a state of extensive decomposition. It was clear to authorities that this body had been in the woods much longer than Edward's had, and therefore might have been dumped at a different time. Due to the level of decomposition, it would take authorities over a year to identify him, but eventually, the body was determined to have been that of Alfred James Evans, who had been reported missing by his mother for a week prior to his body's discovery. He was 13 years old. The cause of death? Asphyxia by strangulation. While the police were originally unwilling to acknowledge any correlation between the deaths of the two boys, they could not deny two things both children had.
That happened in the middle of nowhere, bro. That's literally like the country. Like, this is the city. This is like what? Palmetto? South Fulton?
Asphyxia by strangulation. Damn. While the police were originally unwilling to acknowledge any correlation between the deaths of the two boys, they could not deny two things both children had in common. Both were black, and both came from low-income neighborhoods.
Teddy's parents have had no word from their son in all this time. The 14-year-old has never disappeared like this. But the family lives in a neighborhood where there is a great deal of crime among youths. When a 14-year-old wanders away from home, people aren't concerned.
But for cops in Atlanta, a city looking to build its reputation as a hub for national business, the deaths of two black boys were quickly swept under the rug, with little effort put into their investigations. But in the years to come, the names of these children would demand to be heard, ushering in one of the darkest periods in Atlanta's history.
These are not pleasant days on the south side of Atlanta. Someone has been abducting and murdering black children, and the police unable to make any headway or under fire.
This is when like the KKK was around. This is like in that area they had marked where they died at. That's KKK any countryside, bro. Used to be like Stone Mountain and shit. They used to be like KKK fucking area, bro. I wasn't around when all that shit happened, bro, but I remember hearing about it. The city to business hate.
In the years leading up to the murders that would eventually put Atlanta's name on headlines across the nation, Atlanta was already in the spotlight for an entirely different reason. 1960s and 70s, Atlanta was one of many cities in the Deep South racing to become the new southern hotspot for business and commerce. After expanding its metropolitan area, Atlanta was committed to inviting the most hopeful and hardworking people to build their careers and businesses in the city. Gone were the days of being just another town in the Deep South. Atlanta was now competing for the title of the New South, not only becoming a leader in economics, but a cultural hub as well. Although, the city wasn't without its faults, and like many cities in the American South, Atlanta grappled with the ever-present racism entrenched in its systems.
I told you!
With a very recent history of KKK activity and lynchings, Atlanta's expansion and success still didn't solve the racial divide, and the people benefiting the most were the affluent white population of Atlanta, while black Atlantans were still facing the heat of systemic discrimination in housing, employment, and the justice system. However, over time, public opinion would soon shift when the city started to make tangible steps towards desegregating schools, even electing its first ever black mayor in 1973, followed soon by its first black police chief, public safety commissioner, and city council president in the years following. Atlanta was changing, now proudly calling itself the city too busy to hate. On the surface,
Atlanta completely changed from back then, man. Because I'm telling you, like, black people own Atlanta. Like, Atlanta is black. Like Black Hollywood, that's what it's called, Black Hollywood, bro. Like if you're black, I really recommend you to come to Atlanta, like for real, cause there's so many opportunity for you people, like for you guys, like it's so many opportunity. It's like there's racist people, but there's racist people like if you go to the countryside, like where the KKK be at, and you go like to Blue Ridge, the mountains and shit. Over there, you might find some country white folks, like, and them be the racist people. But for real, it's a lot of opportunity and it's different, for real.
It seemed like the city was seeing new horizons, with the promise of equal opportunity and unprecedented growth, an image the city was determined to protect at all costs. So when reports of rising crime rates and missing black boys and girls were being raised, police and the media did its best to ignore the problem, maintaining its image lest the money stop flowing. That's why it was all too easy for the police to chalk up the 2 murdered boys to drug-related violence. But the communities these murders had affected did not accept this response, and as more children would—
That's how racist Atlanta used to be, bro. Like, it was some children, they got killed, and the police started saying that they got killed because of drugs. Bitch, how the fuck is some little kids gonna get killed for some drugs, bro?
Would be found, the Atlanta lawmakers would soon feel—
I didn't hear how old they were. We can find out, though. Damn.
Only a few months after
13.
the discovery of Edward Smith and Alfred Evans, there came a slew of other missing black children, soon to be found dead in various parts of Atlanta. The third to be added to the list was 14-year-old Milton Harvey, who in early September 1979 was reported missing after he'd rode a bike to the bank to pay off a credit card statement for his mother. It was the first day of school that day, but Harvey had stayed home because he was embarrassed by the shoes his mother had gotten him. After paying the bill, somewhere in the 3 miles between the bank and his home, he disappeared. His bike would be found a week later on a dirt road, but it would take police another 2 months to find his skeletal remains off the intersection of Desert and Redwine Road, so badly decomposed that it was difficult to pinpoint the cause of death. This location was over 12 miles away from his home. To this day, his cause of death remains undetermined. Soon after, on October 21st, 9-year-old Yusuf Ali Bell would go missing after heading out on an errand to buy snuff or tobacco for an elderly neighbor. A store employee who recalls seeing Yusuf said he left the store at around 4:45 p.m.
That's kind of weird. A 9-year-old gonna go buy tobacco for a neighbor? That's kind of weird.
Another witness, who actually knew Yusuf Bell and his mother, then claimed she saw him entering a blue car on Fulton Street. But Yusuf's mother claimed that the witness was untrustworthy. For weeks after his disappearance, his community rallied to find him and bring him home.
What kind of a boy was he?
Basically a good boy, bright, outgoing to some extent, but not as outgoing as, say, my other son. He played drums, he played trumpet. He was running for treasurer of his class.
He was a well-loved boy in his neighborhood, known to all as a very bright and quick-witted kid. So when he went missing, neighbors were putting up flyers and asking everyone they could for information.
If there's somebody out there like that has him, I just wish they knew that somebody here loves him, that a whole lot of people love him, that this whole community loves him, and they want him back too.
To Yusuf's mother, the idea that he had simply run away, an explanation the police often suggested, made no sense.
He wasn't the kind of little boy that would run away. He's involved in everything. He's in the gifted program at Dunbar. He's involved in boys club. He's involved in a karate class.
To her, it seemed as though the Atlanta PD wasn't taking her case seriously. So his mother, Camille Bell, decided to take matters into her own hands, pleading to cameras for the perpetrator to bring her son home.
Send him home. Just send him home. Just let him go and let him call us. We'll come pick him up. They don't have to even bring him back. Just turn him loose where he can get to a phone. Just send him home.
A few weeks later, on November 8th, 1979, his body would be found by a janitor in the crawl space of an abandoned school. Upon examination, Yusuf's body showed signs of strangulation, with bruises and fingernail punctures found on his neck. His cause of death was determined to be asphyxiation. But what was different about this case was that it was the first time that investigators had found fibers on one of the bodies.
Hold on. We're finna look up what asphyxiation is. I don't know what that is. Asphyxiation. Asphyxiation is a medical emergency caused by severe oxygen deprivation. Oh, so damn, he couldn't breathe. Probably strangulation.
On Yusuf's pants was a small piece of masking tape, and stuck to the tape were green carpet fibers. Now, this piece of information didn't mean anything to investigators at the time, but it would soon become the focal point of the investigation. Now, with 4 black children dead, 2 with similar causes of death, in the span of a few months, the community was beginning to question why the police were treating these cases as isolated incidents. One of the lead advocates in pressuring the police and the city to investigate these 4 murders properly was Camille Bell, mother of Yusuf Bell, who in the years to come would play a critical role in bringing attention to the victims.
What I'm saying to you is it's not enough to love your children. You got to love my children. You got to love everybody's children. If you see a child out there that's walking into trouble, don't say, well, his mama don't care. If you care, you say something. If it's important to you, you stop it. If you see a child getting into somebody's car, if it's his daddy's car and that's who he's going with, fine. So you get it. So you go over and you look a little foolish for a minute. But wouldn't you feel better looking a little foolish for a minute because you said something than having a pain in your heart from now on because you didn't?
She would later partner with other leaders in the community to ensure that her son's killer would be found. She would frequent City Hall and demand to speak to city officials. She did TV interviews pressuring the police to investigate the case, and organized within her local community to prioritize the safety of their children. But for the city officials of Atlanta, this growing uproar was becoming a problem. They had spent years cultivating an image of Atlanta that flaunted booming business and continuous growth, and now that image was at risk of being shattered. Trying to quell the panic, city officials continuously insisted that there was no link between the murders, and that they were all isolated incidents. The threat of bad press was so concerning that the city had even hired a public relations consultant to, quote, improve communications between the police and the public. But for Camille Bell, the question of who killed her son was still unanswered, and soon the group of concerned mothers would grow.
Damn, bro. This shit will not happen nowadays, bro. Nowadays, shit is real different.
Throughout Christmas and the New Year of 1980, the Atlanta child killer laid low. But a few months into the new year, the murders would start again, and this time more consistent than ever before. The first victim of 1980 would be 12-year-old Angel Latrice Lanier. She'd gone to her friend's house to watch Sanford & Sons, her favorite TV show, but had gone missing on the way back. Angel's body was found a week later tied to a tree, a few blocks from her home. She was found with women's underwear stuffed in her mouth and electrical cord tied around her hands. Her cause of death, like many of the others, was determined to be asphyxiation.
Like, how the fuck you gonna kill a 12-year-old? They're not even teenagers yet, bro. Like, that's just so good. Y'all deserve to go to hell, bro. Like, what kind of fucking...
But now, with 5 murders in 7 months and no word from police about similarities, the killer had grown bold. The next few murders happened on average almost every single month, sometimes even multiple times a month, for 14 months straight.
24?
Next was Jeffrey Mathis, who disappeared while running a quick errand to buy his mother's cigarettes. Some witnesses had come forward claiming that they'd seen Jeffrey for weeks, even months after his disappearance, but despite these sightings, Jeffrey was still nowhere to be found. Next came 14-year-old Eric Middlebrooks. After taking a phone call at around 10:30 p.m., Eric grabbed a hammer and some other hand tools and bolted out the door, saying he needed to fix his bike. Police were never able to figure out who this caller was, or why Eric needed to leave so quickly. The next morning, less than 24 hours after he'd left his house, Eric's body was found dumped behind a building that housed a bar. Upon examining the body, investigators found a clump of red fibers caught in Eric's shoe. His cause of death? brain injury from a blunt instrument. The next few.
Bro, this is kind of sad, bro. Like, this is kind of fucking sad, bro. I don't want to see that anymore, bro. It's kids. It's talking about kids, bro. Oh, hell no. Murder police? What? I'm trying to see if we could watch some. Damn, bro. That shit's crazy. So, damn, bro. That shit kind of fucked me up, bro. That was a long ass time ago, bro. But it's just the fact that they got like damn near almost 24 kids in under 2 years, bro. Got killed, kidnapped, and killed, bro. Damn near by the same way. I don't know, bro. That shit's crazy. I want to see some more of these videos, though. We might have to. Yeah, we might have to just move on to the whatchamacallit, to the hip hop topics, cause there is some new hip hop topics about like Rallo and Young Thug. They kind of been going at it. Spit on cartoon. Man, allegedly assaults. That's crazy. All right, yeah. You know what? We just gonna have to move on. Moving on, we going to Young Thug and Rallo. Rallo don't be giving no fuss. I don't care. Rallo don't be giving no fuss about what's his name. I don't care. Like, I'm feeling like Rallo, like he won't smoke with Young Thug, bro. Like, he just been going at his ass. Like, I'm talking about he just been fucking calling him out, calling him a pussy type shit. Look at this shit. Why you acting like I know Rallo really fuck with Baby. He really fuck. He real solid. He real tight with Baby and shit. But Thug, I know Rallo met Thug because of Baby. And you know, Thug and Baby, they like this. They're like this. You feel me? And Rallo basically them they calling. Well, he ain't call out Lil Baby, but he just kind of heartbroken over the situation because Thug called Rallo a snitch. Like Rallo, Thug really confident in Rallo being a snitch and shit, but it's kind of crazy because Thug kind of told too. Like he said a little too much in that goddamn in the investigation room. I'm not gonna lie, he said a lot too much, man.
I'll stop getting these rapper niggas.
All right, let me see the first video where it started. We're gonna start with the first one right here.
But that shit fucked
this
me up.
This is why Lil Baby had responded to Rallo.
Cause they was one of them niggas like, nigga, it was time when he'll just come to my spot by himself and he didn't even have no motion. He probably had a little motion in the street where he was financially cool and whatever, but you know, there's always levels to this shit. But I had this motherfucking, I had the city in the chokehold for about 5 years straight. No fumbles.
And that's no cap. There's no cap. Rallo really was the one getting money and shit in the city.
Couldn't nothing move around this bitch like that. Couldn't much. You had a couple niggas getting some money on her. But me, I had the Bluff, Simpson, ass. I had the West Side in the chokehold. I ain't need Buddy for shit. Not for nothing. Zero. Not for a speck of dust. I had this shit in the chokehold. I had Lamborghini, Hellcat, Corvette, apartments, motherfucking mansions, jets. I had everything. I had the best prices on the heroin, cocaine, and weed. And for him to know that, he know that. All these niggas know that. Thug, every nigga in the city of Atlanta knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Rallo. And so for you to even play like, oh, we ain't fucking with Buddy. Buddy, I was fucking with you when you ain't have much. You know what I'm saying? So now the shoe is on the other feet. You gonna do me like that? You know I was there. Rallo, pull up to the My Dog video shit. Rallo, My Dog. Wherever you, hey, you wanna come open up for me at Figate, or you wanna go open up whatever?
Damn, my bad. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
But the blood, that Corvette, Paron, cocaine, and weed. Every nigga in the city know that. He know that. All these niggas know that. He play like, oh, we ain't fucking with Buddy. Buddy, I was fucking with you when you ain't have much. You know what I'm saying? So now the shoe is on the other feet. You gonna do me like that? You know I was there. Rallo, pull up to the My Dog video shit. Rallo, My Dog. Wherever you, hey, you wanna come open up for me at Figate, or you wanna go open up whatever you want. Not $1 was asked from him. I just wanted to see the nigga win. So me having that aspiration, like, hey, he gonna be big one day, not knowing he will ever be big. And when you get big, nigga, this something I wish for you. This something I wanted for you. Like, nigga, I can't enjoy it with you when, nigga, I'm one of the one that got down team you.
Yeah, I mean, he not wrong.
If I see Lil Baby ain't finna. We talk online and shit, like in the DM and shit, but I can't say what he'll do, but I wouldn't even try to approach him on no shit like that, cause I don't even want us to ever have to go south. Not saying that we will, and I ain't trying to go south with him, but I'm just saying, like, I ain't even on that. Whenever he want to link or he want to kick it, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? But until then, like, shit, it what it is. I'm gonna stay in my bubble. You know what I'm saying? You come in my bubble anytime you get ready. He know he invited. He know that that nigga don't miss nothing online. This was my friend, nigga. I know you see everything. You go see everything. So he know he invited. He know I ain't said no lying shit about him. He know I'm always speaking up for him, even though he did that lying shit with Buddy.
You talking about Thug? Yeah, Rollo got real love for Baby for sure. Like, you could tell when Baby damn near stopped fucking with Rollo because of what Thug said. Thug started calling Rollo a snitch. It really broke Rollo. You could tell he really feels the type of way about it, bro. Because he damn near feel like Baby chose Thug over him. It ain't even about no choosing shit. It's just about, like, damn, like, you know, I was fucking with you for a minute and I was your man's man. And you gonna listen to this man that got the same allegations that he trying to put on me, you know? And that's why Baby said, why you acting like I switch up for Slime? Why you acting like I switch up for Slime? You know the business fucking me. You know the business fucking, I don't know.
See, Thug made it.
But this is when Rollo, I'm telling you, Rollo really don't like Thug. He really don't like Thug, and he's finna go at him right now.
See, Thug made it in the rap game early on before me, Wham, and anybody. Like, Shawty was one of the ones that came out the city that popped it with motherfucking Rich Homie. He was the first nigga that, from Atlanta, in my opinion, to even get embraced by Birdman and them. You smell me? A nigga that I actually knew from Club Crucial and the team clubs, that shit was like amazing to us. To me. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm like, damn, my op, this is a nigga I went to war with, I went to war against, you know what I'm saying? He was, damn, I'm still cheering the nigga on. I'm like, at least he got in that motherfucker, man. That's cool as fuck. But my motherfucking mind ain't on rapping at this time. Like, I don't even thinking about it. Gotta go back to the trap. Gotta go back to the dope, man. I gotta re-up. I got shit to do. So when I succeeded, he also saluted me. He succeeded in the rap game. I succeeded in the dope game on a major level. He gave me rap support, and I gave him that street nigga campaign to co-sign. You know what I'm saying? Although he had white fans and shit like that, but still being a nigga from the trenches that make it in the rap game, you still want to be able to have that street alliance. But he knew this. So for when he go to trial and shit and they making him out this gangster, I'm knowing Thug got that type of nigga. I'm knowing Big Boo, and like every nigga probably did a couple of trouble things in their life. They're just as a young man, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man, I know you. Like I know all my ops. Like, nigga, these are niggas I studied. Like, you wasn't even a target to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you wasn't. Like, Woody was a target. I know he gonna try to handle it, and I gotta get rid of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain niggas that was on the opposite side that I knew was targets. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't one. He wasn't one. When he got the name and shit, of course, they attributed our beef to him. But, nigga, it was really Big Boo and Club Crucial that night that tried to hit me with a ball after I punched one of them niggas out. You know what I'm saying? It was Big Boo. Rock Crew, shout out to Big Boo. I love you to death, man. He dead, but niggas is forgetting about him. Like, so, like, for him to, like, poke his chest out on some cocky shit, like you dead, that shit, like, come on, man, what are we talking about here? You tripping, like, come on, man, like, man, you can't artificial toy soldier me when I already know you. This is me. I know you. How the fuck you gonna trick me?
Yeah, he and I kind of believe Rollo too. I ain't gonna lie. I know Thug is a real hood. He really from the hood for sure. He probably did a couple things, bro. But like, I ain't gonna lie. Like Rollo, I mean Thug. Like, ever since he just got exposed, he just feel like he just kind of feel like he just feeling himself a little too much, bro. He a little flawed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, that shit's crazy. But I understand. I mean, Baby been neutral, bro. Baby a real one for sure. You feel me? Like, Baby, he ain't never really said no crazy shit about Rollo. even though like whatever he heard about him and shit. You feel me? Whatever he heard about Rollo and shit, he still like been kind of solid. He just kept a distance and shit, and that's what really made Rollo feel some type of way. Cause it's like damn, why the hell you you on some fake shit, low key on some fake shit. That shit, you still a spider. Oh, he made some new videos. And Thug responded. Thug had responded with he dissed him. Right here. Like, Thug had made a diss on him.
King, turn me up, man. Turn me up, keep me recording too. What's up? Yeah, shooting him, Mr. Jeffrey, make that whole section. Bitches popping pussy in my fucking section. When I say it's tea time, that mean bitch pop a Tesla. You did.
Money come, money go, we getting larger. Get my feet rubbed by somebody's bad daughter. Keep my mouth closed, I ain't nothing like Rollo. I'm going water around my neck and I'm in Cabo. Me too.
You heard that? I ain't nothing like Rollo. I mean, oh, that's 549. Shit, well, I'm finna go live in the set. Yeah, Rollo do be taking everything on the net. I ain't gonna lie, he do. But so do Thug, bro. Thug damn near, when he got out of jail, man, he started posting everything on Twitter, bro. That's all. Them people damn near living on Twitter. Oh, fuck. Superman Star Turn. Oh, right here.
I got a trivia question to everybody. Why did the monkey get mad at the gorilla? The monkey started beating on the chest and said, look, I can do what you do. And the gorilla just kindly said, but you still just a monkey. Then the monkey got mad again and started beating on the chest even harder and said, the G is for gator. And the gorilla just kindly said, the G can be for gator or gay or whatever. It just ain't for gorilla. So in today's class, everybody, on Twitch, Rollo will be just giving lifetime explanation that God created us in our own image and we just can't be shit that we ain't. He gave us our own paths in life. So it's okay to be a spider. You just gotta accept that you might not be a tarantula. You'll just be a itsy granddaddy spider. And that's okay because you still a spider. I got a trivia.
Basically calling him a hoe. He basically calling him like soft, you know. Oh, he Rollo had funny as hell. Oh, he reposted this shit. That's the diss that he made towards Rollo. Oh, he also responded to Rollo about this to the DA that he's talking about Rollo when right here. I mean, damn, bro, I ain't like, bro. I read the Licky, long Licky for sure. But like, that's like, I ain't okay. You told the DA. You told them folks in that room, bro. So too much, a little too much. Told them folks a little too much. Let's see if Rollo has said anything. Oh, this is what he said that everybody go tell Young Thug we gotta start doing life coach classes for the youth. I think the DA, our great lawyer, Mr. Steele, will greatly appreciate it, Mr. Gator. He talking about Young Thug because Thug said he wanted to be a Gator. He said, and that shit he was wearing. Let me see. Young Thug had posted it. Cause he wearing, I don't know if you guys seen what the hell he was wearing on his chest, bro. But this shit, he want to be an alligator. It's just me or what everybody spent $25K on a tank top. And just you. People just wear anything. I don't even know why I follow you, bro. You get it. Elephant foreskin tank is crazy work. You used to be a fashion icon. Man, your homeboy glued that on for you. Not move for this. Everybody getting on his ass. You're alone on this one, bro. Everybody getting on his ass. At the label, cockroach belly on tank top. Low key. Alright, man. That shit. Alright. That's about it for the little beef. Some more shit gonna definitely come out. But when some more shit come out, I'm gonna definitely update you guys. Damn, I'm gonna definitely, yeah, that's about it for real. Yeah, I'm gonna update you guys on anything else. I'm gonna have to go ahead and hop off this live and shit. Appreciate everybody that tuned in and stayed and watched. Catch you guys on the flip side, man. Y'all subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me what y'all thought about it. What do y'all think? Y'all think Rollo and Young Thug gonna get the fighting? Who y'all think gonna win? Thug or Rollo? Who you got in the fight? Thug about like this tall, Rollo is about this short. But I think Rollo got a little bit more fighting experience, man. He had been locked up in more worse prisons than he's been to prison. Thug ain't been to prison. Like, you feel me? You tell me who you got. I'm not gonna say who I got my money. Man, I think Rollo. I ain't gonna lie. I think Rollo got it. I think Rollo a little short ass got it, man. Thug got a little. I feel like he a little too comfortable with his lifestyle. You feel me? But y'all tell me who y'all think will win the fight. Alright, Rollo Media TV out. Y'all be safe.